You're ungrateful. Get out and never come back. Mom's voice cracked the silence like a whip across my face. I looked around the table. Dad stared at his plate. My sister chewed slowly, like none of it concerned her. And I stood up. I didn't cry, didn't plead, didn't explain. I just walked out. Not because I was weak, because I already knew how this ended. I used to think family meant unconditional love, that blood protected you. But blood stains. It clots around silence, and mine learned early how to weaponize both. They loved me when I paid the bills, when I co-signed the mortgage, when I took care of things they didn't want to deal with. They hated me the moment I asked for respect. The setup was slow, strategic. When Dad retired early, the mortgage became too heavy, so I offered help. The house went under all three names: Dad, Mom, and me. Joint ownership. They called it temporary. I called it security. For years, I paid the majority: utilities, insurance, property tax. They called it family duty. I called it naive. Then came the meeting. My sister brought up inheritance. Mom said I was too selfish. Dad didn't say a word. I said I was done being their mule. That's when she screamed, and I walked. 3 weeks of silence. Then one text from Dad. "Why haven't you paid the mortgage?" I stared at the screen, laughed quietly, and replied, "Oh, I thought I wasn't welcome." Within minutes, my phone exploded. Voicemail from Dad, 30 texts from Mom. Even my sister tried to call. Funny how fast they remember your worth when the roof starts cracking. I didn't answer, not yet. Instead, I logged into the shared mortgage account. Default looming. Fees piling. Credit damage setting in. Then I emailed the lender. Subject: intent to partition and sell. Because legally, I had the right to force the sale of the home, as a co-owner. Mom could scream. Dad could beg. Didn't matter. Courts don't care about family drama, only signatures. They called a second meeting, this time in desperation, at the same table where they'd exiled me. "Why are you doing this?" Mom snapped. Her eyes darted, panicked, sweaty. "You said I wasn't family," I said. "I'm honoring that." Dad cleared his throat. "I didn't mean for her to say that." "But you let her." No one denied it. No one apologized. "Just pay it," my sister said, arms folded. "You can afford it." I looked at her, steady, cold. "I can also burn it down. Legally, of course." I gave them a choice: buy me out or sell the house. Mom cried. Dad blamed stress. My sister muttered something about betrayal, but I didn't budge. They taught me how to stay quiet. They never taught me how to forget. Weeks later, the papers were signed. They couldn't afford to buy me out, so they sold. The market was rough. They walked away with half of what it was worth. I walked away with silence, and my name scrubbed from every legal tie. They rent now. 1-bedroom apartment, shared walls, no garden. I heard through a cousin that Mom still blames me, that she says I tore the family apart. Maybe I did, but families built on silence, they collapse eventually. I just moved the final brick. Sometimes I drive past the old place. New paint, new owners, no ghosts. They wanted me gone, so I left, and I took the ground with me. Now they finally understand. Don't burn the bridge when the other side owns the land.